This next style of lock is known as a pin tumbler lock. Essentially, it works like this. This is a transparent lock, so you can actually see the pins. The top pins you'll see are the driver pins, and the lower pins that touch the key are the key pins. Though in other countries, locks are often hung a different way than this. Normally in America, you see driver pins up at the top. Springs push them down in. If you put the right key in, they all line up, and you can turn. However, if you put the wrong key in, you'll notice that some of the key pins are pushed up into the keyway. Normally when there's no key in it at all, the driver pins go down and inside the cylinder a bit, so you can't actually turn it. So let's try to actually pick one of these. The one in the middle, the gold one, is an example of such a lock. And as I recall how I had this one set up, you have to pick it clockwise. This kind of shows the importance sometimes of getting the correct tension wrench for the job. So let's actually go, and I believe this one's referred to as a tulip. By the way, this is, I believe, called a DeForest offset diamond. I think there's a couple other names you would call it, but it should hopefully do the trick for what we want. And I'm actually not so much picking these as I am raking them. Keep a light touch, and hopefully you can get it to open. Or maybe not. Instead of using this offset diamond, I'm going to go with a snake rake and see if we can do any better. Probably it's mostly my technique just sucking. Also sometimes try it with a different angle on the tension wrench can also help. I usually try to get good central tension, but keep in mind that I'm not a great lock picker. I'm mostly a person who can rake some locks. The biggest mistake that people make when they're first getting the lock picking, though, is to apply too much pressure to the tension wrench. So I'm just trying to barely apply pressure and rake those pins up. Now, because it's a handheld device, I can change my angle somewhat. Now, I also have just a general rake, which I believe some people refer to as an L rake. If you ever have any doubts about which way you're supposed to turn it, keep the keys around for your practice locks so you know. And it's not looking positive on this. I think I actually jammed up the mechanism. So maybe we should go on and do a different one.